स्टेटस पे लगा दिया आपने? लगा दो बोला। नाउ यू आर लाइव. Hi everyone. I'm so sorry. I was a little occupied with this thing, the technical thing. And good evening, everyone. How are you? I hope that you all are fine. In Delhi, we have lockdown, so because of it, now we are again stuck at home. But it's good because the cases are rising a lot and people are fearful. So nowadays, what I'm doing, I just sit at home, and even I'm not feeling well that much. So since morning, I have had headache today. Anyway, guys, today what I'm going to talk about, this is something important. Before I invite my student who is going to share his testimony with all of you, I have something to tell you all, that the journey of my online classes. The guest, the person who is going to come today, he happens to be one of the first students who started online classes with me, and he's from village from Bihar, Purnia district. Rest you will listen from him only. With him, I when I started this class, so there were around 12 to 13 students from the same district, from Purnia district. Around 10 to 12 students they had joined. In that batch, many students they learned wonderful English. The guest who is going to be tonight, he learned really wonderful English. That you will see that how he speaks, and a lot you will know about it. So as you know that I have started this uh, session, online session with my students, especially the students who take online classes. They come and they participate in it. First, what it does, it gives them confidence. Second one is, of course, I want to let other people know that this is online classes are also wonderful if you are really interested, so you can make a lot of difference in your English and your communication skill, and there are many more things to know. So without wasting much time, I want to invite the student of mine who is in my evening class and who's been constant, as one of my student always says, that as constant as a sun, which is a simile. So which I would like to say that he's been very constant with his classes. When he had some exams, still he did not discontinue his class, and the result is there, which you will see. So without wasting time, I'm going to invite now. Let's see. And those who are willing to ask any questions, those who are watching it, if you have any question related to the discussion which we are going to have today, please ask your question. We'll love to answer it. Or you can give your opinion, feedback also. That would also be important for us. Thank you. So, hi everyone. Yes, Vipul. Hmm.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. So, Vipul, I want you to give your complete detailed introduction, whatever you want to say about you.
Yes, sir, of course. So, first of all, good evening, everyone, and good evening, sir. Once again, uh, first of all, just I want to welcome you all in this platform, the Sign of English. Uh, and let me introduce myself first. My name is Vipul Raj, and I belong to Bihar, and I live in Purnia district, which is a part of a Bihar state. And right now, I'm pursuing my 12th from a private school, Indian public school. This school is also situated in Purnia only, and I have done my 10th from SRDIV Public School, Purnia. And after doing my 10th, means just I have taken the admission in the 12th, and I'm very fond of listening music, so it became my hobby. And if I talk about my short-term goal, just I want to be a best one in spoken English. And if I talk about my long-term goal, just I want to be a civil servant. That's all about me.
That's wonderful. You want to be a civil servant. Before
Yes,
we
sir.
proceed, I want to ask you this question. Why do you want to become a civil servant?
Sir, yes, sir, of course. I'll be very willing to give the answer, sir. Because since childhood I have been living in a village area, and I have seen the problems the villagers are facing. Sir, in my society in the village, the most of the villagers are facing some education problems related to the education and the problems related to the livelihood. So just I want to be a officer, and so I want to be a officer, and I want to eradicate the villagers from their problems, and I want to give them a best education system. and the livelihood to them.
Wonderful. You have wonderful cause that you want to do something for the villagers. I want to ask you that let's talk about first your experience with this online class. But before we dive into it, could you tell me what made you join online class and how this idea came to you that okay, join English class? Since you were the student, or you are the student who joined my first class, like first when I, even I was novice in online classes, I didn't know how to start and I started. So you came there, so little bit share your opinion about it, or your experience.
Yes, sir, of course. Sir, when I was reading in class, when I was studying in class 10, sir, I was in SRDIB public school. So it was an English medium school. So in that school, I have seen that every student, they were speaking in English. So, but only I was in my section that I was not able to speak that much English, but I was able, but not that much speaking. My speaking level is not that much good, and that time everyone speaks a good and fluent English. That time I was feeling a bit nervous in the class, and I used to sit at the back benches of my class. So that time I felt that I have to speak English. And after doing the 10th, I have taken admission in the Indian public school, as I mentioned in my introduction. And and earlier this epidemic has started, quickly I returned my home in my village town. Right now I'm also in village, you can see my background. And after that, when I returned my village, after the 1 month, after the 1 month in the evening, just I was sitting down, I was sitting on my bed, and that time my father has came and he told me that one of the sir of Delhi has started English classes, your uncle has asked to join you. That time I was so excited that I am also going to learn the English, spoken English. I was so excited, and quickly I replied my father, yes, of course, I'll today, I have to join today. Then he told, yes, today. Then I told my father, yes, of course, I'll join today. Just tell the uncle that I'm going to join the classes. Then he told, you have any query? Just then again quickly I replied, I don't have any query. Just I want to join the class. I was looking after these types of classes, and now I got the opportunity and I'll not lose it. Just I'll join. And
Very
and the very first class I joined.
So now, yeah, continue. I want to ask you your experience with this online,
Yes.
and do tell us that when did you join this class, the online classes you had joined?
Yes, sir. Sir, I have joined the class in the month of May last year.
Oh, so almost a year we are going to. I think it
Yes,
was
sir.
the 25th May, if I rightly remember, around 24, 25 May. We
Yes,
were
sir. Yes,
planning
sir.
24, 25 May. I was planning
Yes,
to
sir.
start it. Very nice. So tell me your experience, your whole journey. How had been your complete journey?
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Yes, of course. When I have started the class, in the very first and second class, me too was bit nervous in the class,
Mm.
because I was facing the first time the English spoken class. As I was bit nervous in the class, but just slowly, just I have involved in the environment of the TSC, and the members of my class was too good, and they were so familiar also, and I was knowing one or two of them. So I became familiar with them very quickly, and after becoming familiar, just I felt that now I have to gear up my speaking level, and I have to do the more practice. So I have started I have started what I have planned. So just I have started, and one of my brother was also taking classes from you. Right now he is not taking, but I think after this month he will also start the class. And that time me and my brother was living in village also, and I used to practice with my brother. So
Mm.
this gave me a much confidence. And whenever I get the time, and I used to call to the other members of the classmate to talk in English. So this also gave me a much confidence. And if I talk about the experience, sir, I want to thank to the God and you, that I gave just he gave the opportunity to take classes from you, sir. These things I felt in the experience. And one thing also, sir, I had a very pleasant and satisfied experience. And I'm sure that in the future also I will have these types of experience.
Very nice. Before we proceed to quick comments, I want to read here. Gagan Mittal has written. Gagan happens to be one of your seniors at the Shrine of English. He has
Yes, sir,
written
I
that
know him.
you have seen him online only. You are speaking so nicely, brother. Okay, and euphoric art music is writing that people speak unexpectedly well. Oh, very good. Sunil Mathur is saying good evening, sir. Nice to see you on the YouTube. Okay, thank you so much, and hello to all Deepak, Irshad, and the other people. Atul is also there. Okay, Atul is also saying good evening. So the next thing I want you to talk about a little bit that you started from the very basic English, like we started
Yes.
tenses, then vowels, and many things, basic verbs we did in your class, and today you are speaking so well. So I want you to describe that what are the things or activities we have done in your classes, in your online classes. This will be
So
useful for so
earlier.
many like earlier, and even now also.
Okay.
Now you are
Yes.
promoted to another batch. I want you to speak out earlier when you were in that class, so some of your classmates activities, describe it.
Yes. Okay, sir. Sir, in the very first class, still I remembered that I have a learnt imposter. I have learnt
Hmm.
a word imposter. Still I remember
Wow.
that word. And
Hmm.
in the very first class, just you came and you asked about the introduction of all the students, and we all gave that, given that.
Hmm.
And after the first class, just you have started the grammar, means after two or
Hmm.
three class, and you said that, and means after knowing you all, I'll start the grammar, because we are not very familiar with each other. And
Hmm.
after becoming familiar, we started a grammar. And after we started from a tense, the simple tense. And we started with the tense, and we finished the tense very quickly, means we have practiced a lot in the class only. And after finishing the class, you send the practice paper in the WhatsApp group, and we have to finish that paper, and we have to again send it to the group, and you check that paper and again send it to the group. So this gave the confidence to the students of my class, because after checking the paper, we can correct it, that where we are where we are making the mistakes. So this was the good things. And another thing we have done in the class, and after finishing the tense, just we focused on the speaking level, means we focus on the discussion. So earlier in my group, we used to do that, the dialogue delivery classes, and one thing also, the role play classes. So I was, yes, role play classes, and I have also played a too much role in that classes. So and after that, we have started a reading classes also. But we have done two or three classes, and after the two or three classes, most of the students are not well in that reading, and then you have stopped, and you told that first practice it, and then we will again start it. And after doing these things, just, and you have promoted me and some of the students of my classes. And after promoting the classes, we have joined in the other classes. In that classes also, and especially me, felt some nervousness in the first or second classes, because we are not familiar that with them all. But
Hmm.
after two or three classes, again we became very familiar, and after becoming again, that thing started. And after that thing, and again we have started the reading classes, and
Oh, it looks like there is some network problem at his side, guys, because he happens to be in a village, and in village it is a problem. Sometimes they have electricity problem. It looks like that can be a electricity problem, and I don't know. We'll just check it out. But before I start, I want to tell you one thing, that those who are watching here, you can see that he's from village. How well he is able to speak today. It's all about hard work. He has really worked very hard. उसका network गायब हो गया. Okay, so because of network problem, he's unable to join. And just a minute. What did he say? That network call is not getting connected. That's a call. He is must be doing something. Till then you can talk. Okay, so mm, no, he is not here. There is some network issue. Anyway, so let me tell you about him. That he is the one who who worked very hard, and there are some of his classmates, they have also worked very hard, and that is why they are from village, but they are able to speak so good. So the point is that hard work can change anything. Earlier we used to think that only the people who study in good schools or they are from metropolitan cities, they are the one who speak fluent English, but you can see that he's from village, a pure hardcore boy from the village, but the way he's able to speak, that's phenomenal. That's really appreciable. And in online classes, there are many things I do. Let me tell you some of the things. Like I'm sure that he's getting connected. I just got a message, so we'll continue this. That in online classes, if you have a problem in grammar, so you can join for grammar. If you have let's say only you are looking for conversation classes, so conversation classes are only there. He's coming. Yes, he's here now. Oh,
Sorry everyone, it was some network problem.
yes, yes, no problem, dear. We know that some network problem can be there. Somebody has written for you. I would love to know from Vipul that how much time you spend, dear, to polish your English. Somebody has asked this question. Vipul, please do answer this
Yes, sir.
question. Mm,
Yes, I'll be very happy and for giving this answer. So thank you for that question. So earlier when I started the class, just I used to give the 3 to 3.5 hours to the English, and in the first hour I used to read the books, whichever books I took. I used to read that, and after reading the books, I used to write that the word meaning of that of that lesson. And after writing the word meaning, just I used to take the I used to pick up the sentence of the grammar, means which I have learned in the class. If I can find two or three a sentence of that tense, so I became happy in it there only. And after doing this 1.5 hour I gave to the grammar,
mm,
because grammar is the most important thing. So I practiced too much of the grammar. Whenever I get time, I used to practice the grammar. And when
mm,
and after having dinner, I used to talk with my brother in English, one and
mm.
a half hour continue only in English. So this
Uh,
this gave me
Vipul,
a
I
much
want you to little
confidence.
bit. I want you to little bit tell me about the environment of your village, especially where you are right now. Uh, Means what kind of environment is there when it comes to study, and apart from this also, because many students, they are not aware about the conditions of village. And one of the student is writing here that now I live in New York. Oh wow, wow, very nice. Abhijit is saying that I live in New York, and good afternoon. He has written good afternoon, dear. In New York, it's an
Yes.
afternoon. So please do tell us a little bit about your
Yes, sir.
conditions of living.
Yes, sir. If I talk about my environment of my village, so it is very peace, cool, and calm. So
Mm,
whenever it comes to the study,
mm,
we all know that this is the time of the marriage, means most of the many of the marriage ceremony is going in the whole village. So this time we are facing little bit problem, because in the night some loudspeaker is going on
mm,
the other side. So right now it was going, but right now it is stopped. It was going.
mm,
So right now we are facing big problem, not that much. And after 10:30 or 11 o'clock it stopped. But environment of studying in the village is very good. Nobody is here to disturb you. If you are if you are very fond of study, you can study very well in village. And if I talk about the environmental status of the village, and you all know that there is so much plant and trees in the village, and this gives us fresh oxygen. And whenever I get up in the morning, just I feel so freshness here related to the cities. Especially I live in
mm,
Purnia district, but right now I'm in my village. So the environment is so fresh, and you will feel very fresh in the village.
mm.
So that's it.
Student has written a comment. Hello, sir. Happy to see you. Woo, he speaks very nicely. Okay, Alam is writing. MD Alam is writing. Dedication can be seen towards English. Okay, sorry, guys. Yes, Vipul, I want you to. Sorry, even I'm not well. That's the reason. Little bit some sore thought is there. Okay, so I want you to talk a little bit about you what would you like to suggest to the people who are thinking about online classes, because there are thousands and thousands of students who sit in village, and they sometimes think that, oh, it's not their cup of tea because they are in village and it's not possible, but you can be a wonderful role model for them, that you are in village and you from the by staying on the village, you haven't come to Delhi to learn English, and sitting there you have improved so much. So what would you like to say? This will be a final question also. What would you like to say
Yes,
to
sir.
all those people who are in village and they dream to learn English like you?
Yes, sir. Sir, first of all, I want to say that if any person wants to learn this English spoken, not English spoken, anything, first we have to have a dedication towards it. Without dedication, we cannot do anything. So we have to have a dedication towards the English, and we have to practice a lot to them.
Hmm.
And for the guidance, I'll tell you everyone that you can join the our platform, the sign of English. This is one of the best, and and many times I have commented on YouTube that this is the most one of the best platform, the sign of English. And now also I'll say that this is the one of the best platform, the sign of English, and you have to join this if you want to, if you want to be a fluent speaker, and if you want to be a disciplined student in the English, because discipline plays a major role in speaking.
Hmm.
So if you want to be a disciplined speaker or a fluent speaker, then you can join the Shrine of English. This is a best platform, and the guidance is just I can't describe about the guidance. And you'll have a you'll feel like a family here, and you are not going to feel the loneliness in this platform. So I'll give you suggestion to join the Shrine of English and practice the English, and practice the grammar if you want to be a fluent speaker.
Thank you so much, Vipul. You have really, somebody has written here that Ankit Balyan has written that one of the best feedbacks, and indeed, even I feel that your feedback is really so candid. You are so honest, and your hard work is manifesting in what you are speaking. It's so much visible that you are, again, I want to again and again repeat this word, that you are a wonderful role model. MD Irshad, Muhammad Irshad has written for you. He's from Delhi. I know him personally. He has written that, bro, living in village, as we still, you are doing quite well, speaking well. Keep doing it like this. I also belong to Purnia district. Okay, but I think Irshad lives in Delhi, if I rightly remember. So wonderful. There are people who are commenting, and you will keep reading these comments. So, Vipul, with all these notes, what time do you sleep?
Sir,
What time
12
do you
o'clock.
Around 12 o'clock. Okay.
Yes.
So I think in village after 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, people
Yes, sir,
generally go.
everyone sleeps. Yes, sir.
Everyone. It's not like.
Right now it is so silent in the village. Only dogs, some dogs are barking outside.
Yes, yes, it is like this only.
Yes.
So all the best for your career, for your future, and see you tomorrow in your class here. And we'll
Thank
talk
you, sir.
about it in class. God bless you. Take care.
Good night, sir. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night. So those who have seen this wonderful student, I want you to please wish him good luck, because he's preparing for civil services exam, and he needs certainly your blessings and wishes to be successful in life. He has great ambitions in life, and he wants to serve his village, and he's from village, so he really wants to do something for his villagers and his district. With all these notes, I'm going to sign off now, and thank you so much for watching. Please keep writing your comments. Your comments and feedbacks are very valuable for us. Thank you so much, and we'll meet tomorrow with another person. Take care. Good night. Bye bye.